G'day and welcome to What's Up Down Under. And this week it's a very special episode because we're welcoming you to our very own backyard, the Sapphire Coast of New South Wales.
It stretches from Bermagui in the north to Eden in the south. It's a beautiful part of the world. There's lots to see, do and lots to eat. So settle back while we show you What's Up Down Under.
What's up, what's up, what's up down under? What's up, what's up, what's up down under?
Hit the road, hit the track, get the caravan back.
What's up down under?
With the kids at the skids, kangaroos are out back.
What's up down under?
Hit the road, hit the track, get the caravan back.
What's up down under?
With the kids at the skids, kangaroos are out back.
What's up down under?
Welcome to our world, the beautiful Sapphire Coast located almost smack bang halfway between Sydney and Melbourne on the New South Wales far south coast.
We made the move here 10 years ago, seduced by the allure of sparkling beaches, incredible fishing and food, whales, and the fact that this place is one of the few Australian destinations that boasts a blue sky winter. It's a fantastic place to be as a family, as an individual. It's a beautiful place to bring up kids. It's a very community-minded place, and it's just gorgeous. It is like this just about every day.
But don't just take our word for it, ask the locals. As a resident, what do you think are the great aspects of life here?
Well, I suppose it's accessible for everyone locally. I mean, you can pretty well do everything on foot, from sand to surf to the restaurants to cafes, whatever. Like, wider services aren't too far away.
Scott Bradley and his family, like us, were lured to the Sapphire Coast by the blue sky winter. As a keen fisherman, the township of Bermagui suited him to a T. It's famous for game fishing, but these waterways are an Aladdin's cave for recreational anglers as well. It used to be known as a big game fishing area too. Is that still the case?
It still is. We just find that people now seem to have shorter stays, come more often, fish for different things throughout the year, rather than just being here specifically for 3 weeks chasing a yellowfin tuna. We now find that people are fishing for a range of species, and there's plenty of species on offer here.
As you'll see, the magnificent seafood of the Sapphire Coast is reason enough alone to visit. But Scott and I have very different ideas on the magical powers of the fruits of the sea. How tall are you, Scott?
Oh, a bit over 6'6".
Really? I suppose it's the oysters. Has that made you grow that big?
Certainly oysters contribute.
Yeah, they have a different effect on me, but anyway, I'll talk to you about that later. Come on.
The seafood here really is to die for. The oysters not only come from this neck of the woods, they're the only ones of their type in the world.
We're the only certified organic Sydney Rock oyster farm that's in existence.
Shane Buckley is a man on a mission, and that is to help visitors to Bermagui taste the best Australian oysters. His credentials are pretty impressive too, as he ships these little beauties to some of our most exclusive restaurants. How do you know a good oyster when you see one?
You want to make sure that your oysters are plump, have that nice shine to them, and that they're not dehydrated.
I'm going to give it a go. And while I give it a go, you might as well tell me, because everybody is needing to know the answer to this question. Oysters, do they work?
Every time.
For our Sapphire Coast adventure, we've been lucky enough to road test the Aussie Mate from Royal Flair, an Australian company with more than 2 decades of experience in the caravan business. This off-road beauty is not only as tough as nails off the beaten track as well as on the bitumen, creature comforts haven't been forgotten either.
Well, you gotta love an island bed. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Very good.
And comfy.
Yep.
Right, cushions?
Well, you want all the cushions?
Yes. Can't have too many cushions. Storage is a biggie for me, and my little mate delivers in spades. You've got to see all the storage in this little beauty. It is fantastic. It might be a girl thing, but I got to tell you now, storage is important. And the Aussie Mate has got a hell of a lot of it. Mate. First stop for us in the Aussie Mate was the South Coast Holiday Park, Bermagui. Karen Mason and her family manage this place, and they pride themselves on giving holidaymakers the best experience they can.
Michelle and I are telling everyone that the Sapphire Coast is a great place to come in winter. Would you agree with that?
Oh, definitely. Beautiful, beautiful days. Bit chilly of a night time, but that's good to snuggle up.
There's cutting-edge cabins overlooking the water, powered and unpowered sites galore, fabulous green lawns. I think it's been 3 years since I've been to this park. Time flies, doesn't it?
It does, when you're having fun.
Well, and you are having fun. I can see you having fun because you've done an awful lot of work on the park, a lot of improvements.
We've got great powered sites looking over Horseshoe Bay, en-suited sites, and some one-bedroom cabins that we've just put in.
You could be anywhere. You could be Hawaii, you know, Fiji, anywhere.
Why go there when you can come to Bermagui?
That's a very good question. But my favourite has to be the fully refurbished camp kitchen with a nod to a nautical theme. I feel like king of the world! It's a family affair at this park. Even little Yumi is in on the act.
Come to Bangui.
This is only 45 minutes from where we live.
Yeah.
And yet we ourselves only come up here 2 or 3 times a year. We should explore our own backyard more. And little Yumi has given me a good idea. Watching the sunset from the hammock.
Is this especially for 2 people?
The sunset. Can you just sit up for a minute? Sit up.
You're not going to get it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now, just relax.
Next up, our own piece of paradise right here on the Sapphire Coast.
This segment brought to you by the all-new Nissan Patrol, where rugged meets refined.
To survive the harsh Australian conditions, your machinery needs to be built tough. And when it comes to caravans, there's an iconic brand that's been serving Australians for decades, and that's Regent. We have just towed this Regent Monarch over 2,000 kilometres of some of the harshest terrain Australia has to offer, and I tell you, it is a class act, setting the standard in durability and design, in keeping with Regent's heritage. I'm here in the middle of Arkaroola with Dion from Vehicle Components. Dion, tell us about the suspension system that we've got behind us here.
We have here on this van the Cruisemaster CRS. It's our latest offering from Vehicle Components. It's a lightweight, low unsprung mass suspension system, following in the pedigree of Cruisemaster XD.
Dion, how important is your partnership with Regent Caravans?
Yes, we enjoy working with guys like Regent, willing to take on a new suspension, put it on their van and separate them a little bit from the other guys. But nothing beats coming out here with the suspension on a van and on these roads where they're tight, they're windy, they're rocky, they're sandy. It's the true outback condition. So this is what it's all about. This is where the rubber hits the road.
If you want to know any information about the Regent Cruiser or any of the Regent range, visit regentcaravans.com.au.
Our next stop is the gorgeous beach haven of Tathra, where you won't need your car keys because everything is within walking distance. And the Tathra Beach Family Park welcomes everyone with open arms.
It's a one-stop holiday place, you know, park your car and that's all you have to do. Walk to the beautiful cafes, walk and get a nice hot coffee, lovely little restaurants. The beach is just endless and beautiful. So, yeah, you don't have to go anywhere else. You don't have to spend a great deal of money.
It's a pet-friendly piece of paradise. You'll want to come back time and time again, just like Peter Hall and his wife Rhonda. They spotted the exquisite beachfront safari tents as they were booking in and fell in love.
This is so quiet and basically secluded, I guess. I suppose it's different in the peak periods, but at the moment it's just beautiful, lovely and quiet. So, yeah, we'll be back.
These safari tents are really popular at our beautiful park, which hugs the coastline. It also boasts modern pet-friendly cabins, great van sites and a pool for the kids. The huge camp kitchen hosts weekly pizza and potato nights and the famous Mr. Potato Head competition.
You've done it! Look at that!
That can't be true.
61 and a half! If you're ever down on the Sapphire Coast, why don't you pop in to Tathra Beach Family Park for a spud cooked by me? The township of Tathra is laid back and relaxed, dotted with gorgeous cafes and shops, and then there's the wharf.
Every year during the whale season, which runs from October through to November, these majestic mammals can be seen as they migrate along the Sapphire Coast to their breeding grounds in the Southern Ocean. There's heaps of whale watching tours that will take you up close and personal to the whales, where you get to see them rising out of the water, spouting water and playing with their young.
How's that for whale watching action? Now, speaking of action, the Aussie mate is doing a superb job of getting us around, and next stop is Merimbula, long considered the epicentre of the Sapphire Coast. Fringed by a beautiful wharf precinct, this popular town is also a honeypot for holidaymakers who come in droves for a relaxed holiday, unbeatable fishing and some of the friendliest people and birds you'll ever meet.
You right, Joe? Say hello.
Merimbula is a perfect year-round destination. Like Bermagui, it's also famous for its seafood. So what are you waiting for? Onward, Edward, but first we'd like to show you a little more on the Aussie Mate by Royal Flair. This van has become a good mate and has really risen to the challenge of life on the road. It's tough, durable, but doesn't compromise on any of the creature comforts of home.
It's really bright, a lot of natural light. It's very airy, isn't it? And this contemporary colour scheme is really good. It's sort of funky. You like it?
Yeah, I love the colour.
What colour is it?
It's a nice colour.
But hang around, there's heaps more after the break.
It's a comfy bed, isn't it?
It's a beautiful bed.
Let's give it a go. Come on.
The historic village of Eden is next on our Sapphire Coast checklist. Perched on the edge of magnificent Twofold Bay, the town's catch cry is beautifully uncivilised. But don't be scared, that's a reference to the unspoiled cliff tops and waterways of this coastal oasis.
And if you, like us, are into hitting the road in a caravan, chances are you'll find yourself at Eden's ARV Caravans, right on the edge of town. We pulled into ARV to make sure everything was A-OK. And it was lucky we did.
Definitely down on the front of the caravan and down on the back of the car. You do need a weight distribution kit just to level it all up and make it safe and good on the road.
I think it's my fault, actually, because I've got all my beer in that front locker.
That could do it. That could be it.
The idea is to get your van level.
Yep.
So that's your van level. So when you're driving away, when all the bars and everything are on, that's the level it's going to be.
This place is like a chocolate factory for caravanners, and according to manager Darren Hounsell, people travel from all over the countryside to buy anything from minor accessories to brand new vans at this place.
Accessories are like bling, you just have to have them for a caravan, absolutely.
Absolutely. It's good to know there's a place to get them too. Toilet paper.
Toilet paper, RV toilet paper. Specialised toilet paper.
Is it specialised toilet paper?
It is.
Well, going with that, I also notice here, you got special seats for people who are suffering from hemorrhoids.
Yes, they could be, they could be.
I'll find that very handy. Surely you can't compete on price with the big city dealers.
Oh, absolutely. We're very competitive price-wise. And also, we're all caravanners, so we do understand what caravanners need. So caravanners can come from all over the countryside. They'll come in to buy an accessory, and before they know it, they walk away with a new caravan.
And whether you're after a new van or something well-loved, for on-road or off the beaten track, ARV has a huge range to choose from. So if you're travelling down on the Sapphire Coast and you need anything for your van, it's got to be ARV. You can get something for everyone here. Look, even got a present for Michelle.
While Frank fiddles around with the Royal Flair at ARV, I've decided to take a look around this pretty town. I've heard on the grapevine about a fabulous sustainable cafe in Eden called Sprout. It's a food co-op and shop that buys homegrown produce from the locals, which would otherwise have been fed to the chooks.
That is grown by the Millers. This is grown by Mr. Evans. There's probably onions there that would have been supplied by Vicky Barber.
This cafe cum produce co-op is doing a roaring trade as the local community and tourists alike flock to taste sumptuous dishes and grab some of the superb organic produce which you won't find on any supermarket shelf.
What's brilliant, I think, about our produce is it's fruit you can't get. As I go on Woolies online and I go for Joa.
No such thing.
No such thing.
Exactly.
Or quince even.
Yes.
Or tamarillos.
Some of the old-fashioned fruit.
G'day, it's our biggest competition ever and your chance to choose your own adventure. A complete adventure package for one lucky winner worth more than $86,000. A 16-foot manta ray caravan from New Age valued at almost $50,000.
Cub Camperoo Daintree camper trailer worth more than $24,000.
That's not all, guys. They've thrown in an Easy Fisher Horizon boat, complete with sports trailer and a 30-horsepower Yamaha engine. Total value over $10,000, courtesy of JV Marine.
And to top it all off, a rooftop tent from Gordy Gear worth over $900.
If you miss out on the grand prize, there's more chances to win. I've thrown in 20 12-month subscriptions to my 4x4 magazine.
What's Up Down Under is also giving you the chance to win one of 20 12-month Travel Saver Card memberships, including 6 copies of the bi-monthly magazine with my articles in them.
And there's more chances to win 20 12-month subscriptions to On the Road magazine and 20 $250 vouchers from Discovery Holiday Parks.
That's a total prize pool valued at over $95,000. But you have to enter to win.
Simply log on to the What's Up Down Under, Mr 4x4 or On the Road websites. Click on the competition link and follow the prompts. You can do that every week of the competition.
And if you subscribe to What's Up Down Under or On the Road magazine during the competition period, you get 100 bonus entries.
So remember, the more times you enter, the greater chance you have to win. And choose your own adventure.
Coming up, the art scene in Eden and paradise in a park. Don't go away.
The What's Up Down Under Travel Saver card now has discounts at over 100 holiday parks right around Australia. You can also get some great deals on restaurants, attractions, tours and even movie tickets. Beat the price rise. Subscribe now for only $50 and you'll get the Travel Saver card and all the fantastic discounts it offers, 6 issues of the What's Up Down Under bi-monthly magazine and 6 What's Up Down Under DVDs to add to your collection. This is an offer that simply can't be missed. Subscribe today via the What's Up Down Under website.
Want a great way to save money? Become a Discovery Holiday Park member and receive a 2-year membership for only $20. Get 10% off all on-site and cabin bookings and great discounts at all Discovery Holiday Park destinations Australia-wide. To find out how to become a member, go to discoveryholidayparks.com.au and click on the membership program link.
The What's Up Down Under Travel Saver card has just launched its very own free app, making it even easier for members to save. Browse through thousands of discounts Australia-wide and see what discounts are available nearby. Download your free app today.
The South Coast Holiday Park Eden is another jewel in the Sapphire Coast crown, and it's no surprise that some families have been coming here for over 30 years. Like other towns that make up this gorgeous stretch of coastline, Eden also has a lot to boast about, and this place is top of the list.
So, Chris, you've pretty much got the best of both worlds here, haven't you?
Yeah, well, we've got everything. We've got the lake. We're surrounded 3 sides by water.
Yep.
We've got the lake on one side and the ocean on the other, and beautiful beaches and a beautiful pristine lake. The sites are nice and flat. The park's really nice and pristine. We've got, as I said, we've got the lake and the beach.
What sort of accommodation can you offer people, Chris?
We go right from the basic unpowered site to a powered site, up to an ensuite site if you like a little bit more luxury. We have some beautiful cabins. We have a couple of really unique cabins actually. I'll show you them a little bit later. We have some basic 2-bedroom cabins, single bedroom cabins. We have all sorts of stuff.
Given that there's so many waterways here, holidaymakers are spoilt for choice. Whether it's boating, swimming or fishing, the possibilities are endless. Chris has a young family of his own, so he's a walking advertisement for settling on the Sapphire Coast. What do you like about Eden? Why do you live here?
Oh, just the fact that it's a beautiful, pristine spot. The climate is absolutely marvellous. We have these beautiful blue sky winters. Eden's got pristine national parks all the way around it, so it's absolutely gorgeous spot for the bushwalker.
This pet-friendly park has enough room for everyone. Powered and unpowered waterfront sites galore and amazing cabins. Check out the brand new single-bedroom cabins which magically transform into a duplex for families and groups. It's a duplex!
Who'd have thought?